Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Tonight's a good one here in the AFC. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos.
To kick off for the Broncos.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
On one, ready?
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT. Let's get set. Cut. 180. 180. Cut.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Can. Stop. Play. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give the quarterback a chance.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, Sloan headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on 1st. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
That's another
Danger, danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
On 2.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Now begin with a run by Mixon. And some excellent work to drive him all the way out past the 30-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
1st down. A gain of 14. 1st down, Bengals.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Keeping it with Mixon. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Makes the tackle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm.
Here we go.
And a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Middle. Hold on a second.
First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. This play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
And the Broncos.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Schultz with the catch. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Give up the middle to Harvey. Rolling into enemy territory. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
1st and 10.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Hold on a second. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls ball's incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Over set. Ready. 180. Behind. Don't go. Kill.
Knicks now, 3rd and 1. That's caught for the first. All the way, touchdown Denver! The Broncos pull that in front further, 13-zip. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14. Bengals nothing.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. Our score, 14-0. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They have 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Mixon on the toss. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Play action now, Burrow. He throws a bullet to the center, throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kicked off by their rookie from Michigan. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road. Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get it.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos take a 20-zip lead. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21.
Broncos 21. Bengals nothing. Will Lutz to kick.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On 2, ready?
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Gun.
Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
I'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Throw from the gun. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. That's cut at the 25. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Here we go.
Mixon on the counter. And And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there. It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Here we go. Right 80. Right cut. Stop.
Third and long. Here's Burrow. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Third and long, and that coordinator decides to dial up the pressure, and they get to the quarterback. You know why I love this call, Kate? It's not just because of the aggressive makeup, but you really dictate to that offense. Third and extra long is a great time to blitz, because either you get home like that, or the ball's got to come out way short of the sticks. Job well done defensively.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. The Harvey here from the pistol. And this is going to take him off and across midfield at the opposing 45. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
All on the 45, first and 10.
Oh, my son.
Staying on the ground here with Harvey. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Sent to the ground by Josh Newton.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Ready? To the right, yeah.
Second down, give to Harvey. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As a corner in this league, oh, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. You want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Third down, Bengals coming out in a dime look here.
Oh, my son.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. And it's the Broncos with 7 to go here on third down.
Oh, my son. Ready. Right here.
Air it out on third. Escapes the pocket. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up fourth down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead does not change. It's still 21 points.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Ready. Go.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Andrew Makuba makes the play. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10.
Ready.
Nix from the gun. Hauled in left side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Offense up to the line fast.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard
On first down, it's Nix. He's got it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Second down, looking for options. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really, it just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
And the shotgun, a gift to Mixon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
On 2.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch could still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly.
This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Picked off by Dax Hill. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman 1 time that game.
Here we go. Stop.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And a stumble coming out of the locker room at halftime as the kick goes out of bounds, Brock. So our first drive of the half is going to begin all the way up at the 40. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Hold on a sec.
It's Harvey straight ahead. Still has some space inside the 35. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. Grow the lead coming out at halftime. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos continue piling on to this lead.
Bengals nothing. Will Lutz to kick
Here's
off
Lutz
for
set
the
to kick this
Broncos.
away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Gun. Cut. Right 80. 11. Cut.
Burrow to the air now. Completed over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here we go.
Chase coming in motion right. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, come on, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
On third down, here's Burrow. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Takes it in at the 21. Space past the 35. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at the Bengals' 48-yard line.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They take the handoff. Now Nix. Vacates quickly left side. Andrews has it, working downfield. And they're going to have first and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Flushed out of the pocket. And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos blowing them out now, 34-zip. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again.
35, Bengals nothing. Will Lutz to kick
Here's
off
Lutz
for
set
the
to kick this
Broncos.
away. Returning it from the 4. He dodged the tackle. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
On one, ready?
Cincinnati into formation. It's first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Back. 12, 12, 12.
A gift to Mixon up the middle. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
On one, ready?
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8.
Here we go. 180.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's complete to Hunter Henry. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up third down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches, will really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
What a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up. And that play right there, Brock, is this game in a nutshell. No points, but plenty of struggles.
What did the late, great John Wooden used to say? Never confuse activity for achievement. We've not seen much achievement today.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. First and 10 now from the 30.
Turnover on downs.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready, we're not. 11. Kill.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hold on, set.
Play action with Nix. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now to be caught by Troy Franklin. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Hold on, set.
Nix, quick out wide, complete. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos trying to end this before the final quarter. Lutz there to tack on the extra point.
Good.
And the Broncos tack on 7 more to their lead.
Broncos 42. Bengals nothing. Will Lutz.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Kane Medrano makes the play. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right, just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Middle.
First down.
Giving this to Harvey. He's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. Got a nice little gain on the ground.
Pull left. Hold on, son.
Harvey once more. It's inside the 10. Oh, he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
It's Nix out of the pistol. Rolling out to his left. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos continue adding on to that lead.
49. Bengals nothing.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow on the play action. Pocket isn't holding out. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
A loss of 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see here. 2nd and 19. Going from the gun here. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
A gain of 62 yards. And the Bengals first down.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Bengals with possession, but they're in a pretty deep hole to start the 4th. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Now Burrow. Right back to Chase. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
A gain of 20 more yards.
Here we go.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First and goal, Cincinnati.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Don!
Burrow gets it out wide quick. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals making the scoreboard look a touch better. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals take 7 points off the deficit.
49. Bengals 7.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Hey, kill!
On the handoff, here's Harvey. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That goes for 36 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
At the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Buys time, rolling right. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. Going on 4th. Here's Nix. He connects downfield. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Oh, my son! Ready!
Nix to throw again. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet.
And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos throwing 6 more on the blowout. Extra point try now from Lutz. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Stop!
A give left side, here's Mixon. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Taking a deep shot here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
On 2, ready?
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Gun. Got.
They'll throw, third and long. And they pick him off again! And the Broncos are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Oh, I said.
On first down, it's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 20 at the 47-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Caught, nice gain left side. He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Passes out close. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos are running them out of the building. One after try is good by Lutz. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Broncos 63, Bengals 7. Will Lutz to kick
Here's
off
Lutz
for
set
the
to kick this
Broncos.
away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10. A handoff from Mixon, running right. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
11.
Here's Burrow. That's low and bounces short of his man. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times,
On one,
there's going to be more interceptions.
All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Third down, Mixon gets it. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. Bengals hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
They're going to pass it here. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play. just like that.
Buying some time left. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Broncos continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. Another score for him this game. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
On one, ready?
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Gun.
Burrow on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
On one, ready?
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go. Right, 80.
To the air again, it's Burrow. And they pick him up again! And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Broncos throwing 6 more on the blowout. Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
77. Bengals 7. Will Lutz.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here.
On one, ready?
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw, so that brings up 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Trying to push deep downfield. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete. But no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So it's a win for the Broncos. And I know it's different for every sport, Brock. So is this the point where we'd say this winning streak is official? Might have something to it. 3 wins in a row now after this latest triumph.
Well, you get to this point, and what happens is you get to that building the next day and everybody feels good. The secretary feels good, chef feels good, kitchen feels good. Everybody's feeling good at stacking these kind of wins in a row.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.
my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. 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 I got too many plays. I don't even play. Out of my way. Get out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way.
Super well. Get your weight up. Put your plate up. You a foreign. We at war. And I got all the hallelujah. Talladega. Baby Jesus. In the flesh. Come and get it. Then I'm get it. All my friends coming with all their friends. And we get active, yeah. Don't we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black. My eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me wipe you, get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, winning this in my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your